Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Gamefromscratch, and today we have another humble bundle of interest to game developers. This one is the Epic Adventure Bundle, and I don't know what kind of game they are thinking of you making. You can see one of the assets in action right now. This is from FreshCan, I believe. This is a gymnasium environment. Gives you an idea of what the various different environmental bundles in this one are like. I would say this one is about a third environments, a third of like vehicles and props, and then like a third of characters, roughly, across a wide genre of game types. So you could potentially make a very big variety of games here. But if you need to create a gymnasium type environment, that is exactly what you are getting here. Let's go a quick look at the overview map. So maps, come on. And then where is overview? Here we go. So you get an idea of what's actually in this particular map, and then you get all of these things go together to create it. So obviously very modular in nature. So you can repurpose them, use them across various different environments. So if you need seating or piping or fire extinguishers or basketballs or so on, they can be used in other environments as well. Again, pretty typical of how these things work. So we're going to head on over, take a look at the bundle itself. It is again called the Epic Adventures Asset Mega Pack. Now, one thing I want to point out about this bundle is it is primarily for Unreal Engine, but not exclusively, because all of these things are redeemed on Fab. By the way, you redeem them on the Epic Game Store one by one and by one. There's advantages to that. You can share your keys out if you already own something, for example. You could give them to somebody else. But at the same time, yeah, it's a bit of a process. So you got to go through, it takes you about 10 minutes to redeem the entire bundle. Now, one thing I want to point out, so this one is one example. So it's a selection of maritime characters. But I want to point out, this one actually includes Unreal and Unity. And most of the characters from Bergavov Maxim, those all kind of fit that mold. So some of these things are definitely Unreal Engine only. I would say the majority here, but some of these are also available for Unity because that's the way that Fab works now. Again, primarily the character models. Now, any of the rest of these things, especially stuff containing mostly static meshes, you can export those out using a variety of different mechanisms. I have guides down below. So there's like the Unreal to Godot plugin. There's the Unreal to Unity plugin. There are out-of-the-box features inside of Unreal Engine itself. So there's a lot of ways to get assets outside of the Unreal Engine to Unity, Godot, Blender, you name it. So even if you aren't using Unreal Engine, there could be something interesting here for you. So as you can see, $25 here is for the top tier. The bottom tier is $1. At the $1 tier, you're getting basically prop sets. So ancient statues and relics, bones and critters. At the median price tier, which is currently, what's that, about $14 USD, you're getting a 1970s office environment, suburban houses, knives, ambulances. These are fully blueprinted and drivable, although I've had problems with these in the past being supported in the newest version of Unreal Engine. Just one of those things to be aware of. A sniper character, NPC sailor character, a drivable police car, zombie. We've definitely had these two in a lot of previous bundles, so something to be aware of. Then we got, weirdly enough, a Ceratosaurus and a Stegosaurus in the mix as well. So I don't know what kind of game you're going to create in a 1970s office with a sniper, an ambulance, a zombie, and dinosaurs. But hey, it's adventure. Definitely fits that mold. Then we go to the top tier here. You're getting 20 more items. Of course, you're getting all the items down below. By the way, if you do use my link, it does help support me, and thank you very much for doing so. Here you're getting a couple more terrains. These are all from FreshCan. So Battlefield Kit, Survival Forest Cabin, Mediterranean Island, Barnyard Mega Pack. I think half of these have never been in previous bundles. You're getting a ute, four-wheel drive vehicle, station wagon, sports car, and so on. They also have, like, so you can have them go from like blemished to pristine and new, which is quite cool about these procedural ones. Modular temple, a Utah raptor, a wyvern, a brachiosaurus characters, an barbarian RPG character, female soldier pack, military pack, and then we got a Nordic medieval tavern, and so on. So we got a lot of things going on with this particular set. Like I said, about a third character, a third props, a third environments, I would say, roughly math-wise. And again, one thing to be aware of is the characters are often available on various different platforms, although let me see this dinosaurs. I don't think the dinosaurs are. But any one of these you can drill in and find out. Yeah, so you can see down there. It's just the nature of how this works on the Fab marketplace these days. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the bundle. It is the, what was this called again? The Adventure Epic Adventure Asset Mega Pack. Again, 90% of this is Unreal Engine. You can export out from Unreal Engine. Do check the guides down below. You do redeem these keys one by one on the Epic Game Marketplace /Fab. And yeah, let me know what you think of this particular bundle. I will talk to you all later. Goodbye.